All right, so let's continue. So as I was saying, we were looking at the AUD USD, and on the daily time frame from a technical perspective, we can clearly see that the market closed on a support level. That's the red horizontal line you can see up there. So we have a support level right there on the daily time frame, which dates to all these points here. And the candle for yesterday closed on that same level. So technically, we'll be looking at a bullish movement on the AUD USD today. So let's flip down to a lower time frame like 4 hour, and we can see that there is a range. Price is ranging around that area. On the 4 hour, we have a range, and we'll take it down to 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we can draw a trend line, and we have a falling wedge pattern. So in the course of today, we'll be looking out for a breakout above the range and above the upper trend line to look at a buy on the AUD USD. So we're bullish on the AUD USD for today. Please take note of that. And don't forget at the point of entry, your final confirmation is that your RSI needs to be above 50 before you trigger a buy. Wait for a clear breakout above this level and wait for RSI to be above 50 before you trigger a buy. And also, I said I'm looking at the AED USD. I'm also looking at the GBP USD. All right, so this is the GBP USD. Price also is trading around the key level. Yeah, there was a breakout above, I mean below that level earlier on, but notwithstanding, that does not invalidate the fact that we have a key level here and price is back to that same level again, or about to touch that same level as a support. So we flip down again to the 4 hour time frame. Now, on a bigger picture on the daily time frame, if this actually works out as a support level I'm seeing, this actually might end up forming an inverse head and shoulder pattern. So that's why this point as a reversal point is still very, very critical. So we can flip down to the 4 hour time frame. Price is not touching that daily support yet, but then on the 4 hour, it's trading around a minor support level on the 4 hour time frame. So it's a 50-50. If it touches the daily support, perfect. But if not, the minor support on the 4 hour is still okay. And we can equally draw our trend line just like we did for the AUD USD. And we have a falling wedge pattern also, just exactly that we had on the AED USD. So we're going to be looking out for a bullish breakout on this one also. But then this may take a longer time before the trigger finally happens. This is already over, at least it touched an oversold level on the 4 hour time frame. Sorry, on the 1 hour time frame earlier. The other thing I see happening is that this might give us some kind of a reversal pattern to trigger up. So I'll be looking at taking a buy however price goes, as long as price is able to break above this recent high here. If a new candle opens above here, then that will be my pointer to trigger a buy. And the confirmation again is that RSI should be clearly above 50. I can trigger an early entry from that place. But if it means that initial breakout, then you need to wait for price to break out above the major trend line up there before you trigger a buy. So we have two entry points for this one based on your preference, and your availability in the market when price gets to these particular levels. But then overall, I'm bullish on the GBP USD and I'm bullish on the AUD USD. Now, yesterday I gave us a setup I was looking at on the BTC USD. I said I was bullish on the BTC. Fundamentally, BTC is bullish. Technically, it's equally bullish. The reason for the fundamental bullish outlook is because of adoption. Adoption rate is really increasing in the US, and that is increasing the value of the Bitcoin and other assets that are in that same category. Now, I told us yesterday that we have a falling wedge pattern on the 1 hour on a support level, which we can see on the daily, all indicating a bullish tendency on this instrument. I'm trying to check if we have a confirmation trend line, but then we really don't. Let's flip it down to 4 hour. Possibly we could get something. It's not really a must anyway, but any additional information is always welcome. Okay, on the 4 hour we have some a touch here, so we still have the trend line also. Everything is pointing towards a bullish breakout on the BTC USD. So we'll be looking to buy. Now, this is giving us a clearer outlook of a double bottom pattern. That's the W pattern, which can trigger a bigger bullish move in the market. But then if we're looking at that area as the double bottom pattern, we shouldn't neglect the fact that we have a neckline region here. But then price can actually break out before getting to that level. Price currently is trading around this trend line. RSI is already above 50. So there's going to be an early entry if a new candle breaks out above this trend line. You can make a first entry and possibly target this neckline region as your first take profit level, especially if you're scalping. That can just give you your early entry on this one. Now, the major move is going to start when price breaks above the neckline. That is the one that will go for a longer period. So we have two entries: a short entry, as in a short-term move, which can be taken as a scalp, and a major move, which is activated when price breaks above the neckline, forming the double bottom pattern. But overall, we're bullish on the BTC USD today. Please watch out for the breakout. And finally, I'll look at gold. Now, I've held a bullish outlook on gold for a couple of days now, and my outlook still remains the same. Now, yesterday there was a kind of movement in the market. Price moved up earlier on, then later we saw it decline again. Now, today is Friday. I expect a bullish movement on gold. Now, more so when instruments like GBP, USD, AED, USD are bullish, there's a tendency for gold also to be bullish, because for now we really don't have much geopolitical tension affecting gold. Gold is moving more based on the movement of the dollar. So if the dollar is bearish, kind of bearish, which is likely the movement of the dollar today, then we may have a bullish tendency on gold. Now, at the moment, there is no clarity on entry, but in the course of the day, I believe that may come. So let's watch out for a reversal on gold. Now, but then let me go down to the 1 hour and 15 minutes time frame just to give us an overview of what to expect. This is a 1 hour, this is 15 minutes time frame. All right. Still not so clear, but over time, I believe we'll have a clearer setup on gold. We have a minor support here. It's actually not enough reason to take a trade. But then I'm seeing the trend line and a falling wedge. All right. So if price is able to reverse back up and break out above this level with RSI above 50, well, that can give us some early move in the bullish direction on gold, and price may target this resistance up there. So you can watch out for this in the course of today. Wait for a clear breakout. Possibly it may just give you a breakout, a retest, and a continuation like an inverse head and shoulder pattern. If it works out like that, it's not really compulsory. But either way it goes, I'm looking out for price to break out upward on gold and break out above this level to trigger a buy on gold to the next resistance level. So we're bullish on gold. All right, so that's going to be all from my end this morning. I've looked at about 4 instruments this morning, which I've analyzed. I've analyzed the GBP USD, and I said I'm bullish on 1 hour. I've analyzed the AUD USD. I'm also bullish on 1 hour. BTC USD also, I'm bullish on 1 hour. and gold and bullish on 15 minutes. All of them bullish trade setup. All right, so that'll be all this morning. If you have a question or any specific instrument you want me to analyze, you can just go ahead and post it in the comment section, and I will definitely respond to you immediately. So if you're on the platform this morning, you don't have an account with PU Prime, then you are missing out a lot. You are missing a lot. So you can reach out to me, and I will get you started to open a live trading account with PU Prime. Just send me a chat on WhatsApp, and I'll be there to respond to you. All right. So in the absence of any question, we've come to the end of the analysis. Do take care, trade safe, and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye bye.